We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is a little special event video for Independence Day in America. Now, if you're watching this outside of America, there still will be cool stuff in here. It's not just that holiday. There's more. There's always more than meets the eye here. But it's going to get worse as far as the objections, right? I'm not standing at a grill. I'm not making hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, anything like that. What, in fact, I have here are a couple of chicken breasts. Yes, we're going way off of here. What we're going to make today is a take on chicken Parmesan. If you click the title, you already know some of what we're about to do. So let's look through the things that we have here really quick. And before we get into the idea that now I'm doing an Italian dish for Independence Day for America, I would remind you that Columbus, who a lot of people feel discovered America, was Italian. So the genesis of America could be considered Italian. The word America itself is an Italian word, referencing another Italian. And this dish, this chicken Parmesan, is pretty much American, and it exists because of a lot of things that America does, which is to take a cuisine and then modify it. In this case, they removed the eggplant. That was probably the basis of this when Italians came over, and they replaced it with chicken. Now, there's different geographical reasons for this, but if there is one country above all others that is meat-centric, it is America. So I submit to you, there is nothing more American than what I'm about to make. But if the color scheme or whatever isn't enough for you, we'll get to that for dessert. So let's look at the ingredients. We have here dishes. An ice cream scoop, a knife, a fork. We have another spoon. We have Dangerberry from Sea Monster Sauces. We have Ram Skull from Silk City Hot Sauces. We have Magic Shell, this chocolate ice cream cool stuff. We have Private Selection to the rescue in a big way. Private Selection Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. So all of this stuff we don't actually need right now. Let's just put all this off to the side. All right, that leaves us with Napoletana. This is a roasted garlic sauce. I was looking at a marinara because that is normally what you would use here. I don't want to go through cooking a marinara. I'm a little too lazy for that this video. We also have Karma, burn after eating. We have fresh mozz. We have shaved Parmesan. We have a dish. We have a spoon. We have a meat cleaver because apparently I don't have a cheese slicer anymore. And we have a fork and a plate and 2 chicken breasts. So what we're going to do is to deconstruct this. So basically they start with a pounded flat chicken. Obviously I'm not doing that. These in fact are basically just frozen chicken breasts that I'm using for convenience. Everything in here I'm using for convenience, really. But this burn after eating is a sauce I really like. I just don't like it so much on chicken wings. So I don't want to toss this because I'm having a lot of fun playing around with this sauce in what normally would be considered Italian-ish or Italian foods. It pairs really well with tomatoes, works well on pizza. It is what a lot of other sauces are trying to get to and have failed to do, and it doesn't use any Italian spices at all. It actually uses Indian spices. And again, a very American thing, right? We're supposed to be the big melting pot. So, what we're going to do is I considered getting an arrabbiata, and arrabbiata is basically a marinara with dry pepper flakes. So we're going to essentially be creating that with burn after eating. All right. So what we're going to do is we have the chicken, and then the next thing is the sauce. We're going to be making a sauce, and then it is layered with mozzarella. Whoa! Wait. Pretend there's a record scratch sound effect there. Why are we using mozzarella and fresh mozz on top of it if this is called chicken Parmesan? And I do have some Parmigiano Reggiano here. Now, the answer to that comes through what I think are a language translation issue. But the Parmesan part of it isn't based on Parmesan cheese. There's a lot of thought it's based on the town of Parma in Italy, where we get things like Parma ham. And that is certainly a possibility, and in the South is more where mozzarella was. But this is not a cheese that you normally are going to be melting on stuff. It's an accent cheese, right? These two cheeses are radically different, so I'm not so sure I believe that. What we really need is we need Matt Pat to do a food theory on this type of thing. And food theory, Matt Pat, if you're out there, if you could do a food theory on this, that would be awesome. Anyway, we're not going to spend a lot of time with that. I do have both. I have the mozzarella, we make it normally, and I do have Parmesan where I'm going to make it with Parmesan actually in the cheese, which is not normally there. So, the name of it aside, why am I choosing this instead of a pizza mozzarella? I personally prefer fresh mozz. There's a lot less salt to it. It's a lot softer. I like fresh mozz better. That is just a personal preference thing. I made some really nice bruschetta with this, and I use fresh mozz. And it doesn't make as forceful of the cheese flavor, but I personally prefer it because I really like the lightness and creaminess of it. And as we do this, we're probably going to need it, because this sauce will creep up on you, and it'll make its presence well known. So, let's get into the actual making of it. We're going to start with Napoletana sauce. Here we go. Okay, it smells honestly more or less like a pizza sauce. Pizza sauce isn't super far away from marinara, but we need to get us a little sampling here, so let's just throw that in there. Very, very good. This actually would make a really good pizza sauce. So possibly, oh boy, that's good. I'm thinking about making a pizza, which is way more effort than I would normally expend. But I do kind of want to try this in the context of a pizza, other than just buying a pizza and putting it in like that. Okay, let me give myself some room here because. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with. We're going to go with. Let's see. Let's go with. I figured 2 of these tablespoons should be enough to cover the chicken. We can always add more if we need to. And then from there, I'm going to try to just pour in 1 of these. So 1 tablespoon, what I'm calling a tablespoon. I've had people mention to me that my recipes, while fun to watch, are not really useful because I don't use measurements. I don't think anyone's going to be as foolish as me to try to recreate this, but so there we have a tablespoon of burn after eating, and we're just going to mix this on in. Let's get all this out of the way so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Ooh. If this is right, I might. So I've got 5 tablespoons in here now. That should be plenty to to cover these chickens and have a little bit extra for dancing or dipping or whatever. Okay. Oh, that is delicious. Oh, that is good. That is good. Got a very nice Italian-ish herb seasoning to it. Okay, so let's put that aside while it gets ready to kick me in the hind parts. So even with that, with a 4-to-1 ratio, this is still punchy. I really like this sauce, but get in there. This stuff is just so thick it'll get caught in the neck. I just don't like it on wings. I don't understand why they use this as a wing sauce on the show. Alright, so we've got, hey, come back to your lid. Alright, so we've got this, which is our Parmesan. I use shaved Parmesan. You can use whatever you want. Obviously, this is all, I'm not going to spend time trying to qualify this into how much I'm using. Cheese is really seasoned to taste. So, now you know 4 tablespoons of this, which we no longer need, to 1 tablespoon of this, which similarly we no longer need. This could be kind of a lengthy video. I should probably warn you guys that up front. But you can see me making stuff, and I know sometimes people get excited by that. Okay, so let's put these over here. And unfortunately, I have to do this the dumb way because I don't have a cheese cutter. But so what I'm going for here is, all right, this is about a 1/4 inch thick slice, give or take. And let's have a little taste. We gotta taste everything. We're just gonna eyeball measure it here, so I need to get 2 more of those. Oh, that's good. You know what? I think I just grabbed, might have just grabbed unsliced mozz. I don't think I grabbed the fresh mozz. Shame on me. Well, it's alright. Doesn't matter, I guess. Alright. Let's see. Is this going to be enough? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's done. So, okay. Alright, fresh mozz is out of here. And we have the Parmesan here. So, let's douse these up with sauce. And I'm just going to use this spoon and cover these things completely. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. Okay, so this is actually more than enough sauce for 2 of these. So we'll have more for dipping, I guess, if we want to do that. Let's see, so that's there. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, so here's what it looks like at this point. Completely covered. All right, let's see, which one has better surface area? So we're gonna put this one here as just a mozz. Okay. And we might add more mozz to that actually. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna break this into chunks. And yeah, we got way more mozz than we need. All right. Let's see. I could get a better slice there. Oh. Burn while eating. It is so good though. Oh my gosh, this is such an awesome sauce. I love it. Love it. Alright, now we're going to fill in all the gaps here with shaved Parmesan. So this is going to be more like an actual Parmesan, chicken Parmesan, instead of a mozzarella. Alright, now we've got, you got to stay on there. Okay, now we've got this set. What we're going to do is we're going to take it on over to the air fryer. Okay, here we are at the air fryer. Let's figure out how to do this. I should have got tongs. All right, I'll throw that one in there, and we drop some of this, so let's throw that back on there, and then we have this one. All right. We just need here to melt the cheese. So let's slowly put this back in, and let's set our timer here. I need to dust this off. Getting dusty over here. We need to set this for, I always use 400. It's all I ever use. Let's just try it for 3 minutes and we'll check it. All right. Okay, so it's melted. It's not as crispy as we want. Also, let's just throw some more Parmesan right on there. Okay, you can see a definite Parmesan is not a great melting cheese. So what we're going to do is we're going to make cleanup of my air fryer an absolute chore. Let's just throw some more of this on there. I'm going to throw a little bit more Parmesan on there. So this is melted, but it's not melted to where I like it. So I like to have it a little brown on top. Of course, your mileage may vary. I really wish that timer button wasn't there. Let's do another 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, how are we looking? Oh, we're over melt. Okay, so this is just making a mess. It's not. This is not what I wanted. I wanted it to stay on the chicken, but I guess these chickens are too lopsided. This is why you pound it flat normally if you're making this yourself, by the way. Right. I am going to need the tongs for this because normally I don't use them to pull stuff out of the air fryer. But with hot cheese, it will stick to your fingers, and that is unpleasant, which I may know from personal experience. So let's grab a tongs and get those out of there. All right, let's get this. So one of the neat things about this Parmesan one, well, it's the shape of the breast, I'm sure. I'm sure that's why it's. I like these melted cheese bits. Let's get those too. Can I get this? Ah, yeah, jerk, come here. I should have chosen a flatter piece. I wanted to choose ones that were about the same size. There. Hey, come back here. You got to cover up here. So this is definitely not fresh mozz. I think fresh mozz actually holds in place a little bit better to my mind. I could be dreaming. I could be making that up. Certainly possible. All right. So we got this. Let's take it back to our eating station. Okay. So here we have it. This one is the combination of both the Parmesan and the mozz. This one is mozz only. And before we get into this, I just want to point out also, you can see there's fire, right? Fireworks. Another 4th of July connection. If you are in a humid area that allows fireworks, I am not. So fireworks are not really a part of anything for that day for me, or this day, because that's when you're watching this, or that's when it's posted, or that's when you can watch it. Insert your own day here, I guess. So, all right, we need to get to this because this ice cream's been sitting here this whole video. So let's jump on in. This is just the regular mozz. Delicious, but that sauce is very punchy. You might consider, if you're not a chili head, you wouldn't be caring about this. But flavor-wise, I'd say you could almost back this off to 5 of the marinaras to 1 of these. 5-to-1 ratio. I would, here's the other thing too. These are actually southern tenderloins, so they're southern breaded. Southern is in south of the United States, so we do have some actual home country stuff too. Southern cooking is definitely a big part of America. That is really interesting. So using the split ratio of actual Parmesan cheese to instead of just mozzarella, that is quite good. You have to use just a lot of Parmesan though. I mean, a lot of American cuisine styles though are dependent on the cultures of the person's cooking them and where they came from. It's not like America just created itself and its cooking styles. It didn't come out of nowhere. This is really, really good, but man, it is definitely building really well also. I guess it's a good thing I didn't put more dipping sauce on here. It's good to have a little celebratory fry. I think like most chili heads, there's definitely quite a bit of hot eating going on. If you guys look at the blog, the link to that's in the description below. You can see I've definitely been whipping through sauces at a pretty frantic pace. In addition to all the other spicy stuff that's also there. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely hot. No question. But it is delicious. So if you're looking for a way to make your bread sauces in the Italian style way hotter, this is it. One of the distinct advantages of this also is that with being that thick, you can also control fairly well how much you're using. What you probably want to do really good, but whew. Yep, it's hot. I've got enough sauce left for one more. Bet your bottom dollar I'll be doing that. And, I mean, look. I I can make a really nice pizza sauce with this, and I think I will. My goodness. Really good, but man. All right, so as promised, let's make a sundae. Now, as far as store brands go, I really like Private Selection. I look to them for a lot of stuff, and I like their ice cream because it's smooth and creamy, but it doesn't have a lot of flavors that make it difficult to eat quickly if you get in a situation where you're burning, right? So, what we're going to do today is make a red, white, and blue sundae. I don't have a clear dish to show you guys what it looks like all together, so we're just going to split it. Now, for blueberry, I've chosen Ram Skull from Silk City. And there is a video available of this, and this, if you guys want to check those out. This one may not be posted by now, actually, but there is a written review for it. Available in the blog, down below, right there. Yeah. For the strawberry, we're going to go with Dangerberry. The most dangerous berry I have. So habanero is the pepper carrying the day here. And let's go with there. And of course, you can't have a sundae without topping it with chocolate, so you're going to get the magic shell here working. All right, one. Oh, it's a little too melted here. All right. Is that about the same? Right here. Yeah, that should be good. Very neutral ice cream. I like it. All right, put you over there. Still have the meat cleaver. Don't need that. All right, let's we got this. Let's shake it up again. This one needs to be shook up quite a bit. See, there we go. And this one is too runny for me to do that with, so let's use a spoon. Their Spicy Shark also has a straight blueberry sauce as well. That, you know, if I would have been planning better, I probably could have gotten, oh man, that's good. This is really good. Okay. Now we need to have, I need to open this. Our magic shell. Can't have a sundae without chocolate. Some people like to put peanuts on theirs. I usually don't. All right, here we go. Hey. Hey, come out and play. There we go. No, this is not. Look, it's pooping. Ah. So it sounds like it's okay. So the magic shell is not working for some reason. Is this old, maybe? I guess I should have put that in hot water, but it's not. Whatever. All right, so let's start with the blueberry. This doesn't work very well as this kind of sauce. Vinegar and chocolate. Mm-mm. Broken magic shell. This is a bit of a struggle. I think I might have to punt on this one. Fun idea. It's not quite working out. Dangerberry should be a little bit better. Oh, look, the magic shell poops froze. That is such a terrific sauce with sweet stuff. It works okay as a grilling sauce. As a dessert sauce, it is dynamite. Magic shell poops. So good. I'm getting cold mouth. I gotta rub my tongue on the top of my roof of my mouth here. Grown ass man. Still get brain freeze. Think I'd know better. This is so good, man. Well, we were going for red, white, and blue. Blue didn't work out super well. If I would have packed wildberry, I might have used that for the blue. Not quite. It's not a blue color though. Blue color is a little challenging. I just want to keep going with this. This is making a great strawberry shortcake topping also. Alright, there it is. So, happy birthday, America. Celebrate you, America, by setting myself on fire with burn after eating, chicken Parmesan, chicken Mozzarella, and with a red, white, and blue sundae featuring silk sage ram skull and dangerberry. The fireworks are all on the inside this year. But there's nothing to say at this point except go forth in peace to serve the flame.